in search of a complete photo management app. Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. Here's a question I got just the other day. Do you know of a photo management app that might help me locate and organize all my photos under one easily searchable system? One that would allow a single main location I can update and back up, but going back decades. A tall ask, I know, but there may be a way. I wish. Seriously, I have over a terabyte of photos going back decades, and I have yet to find a good, reliable photo management tool with the features I want. So rather than presenting an answer, let me describe what my ideal solution would look like. Perhaps viewers will chime in with something I've overlooked. I'll also list a few of the tools that I've used in the meantime. Now, I want to draw a distinction between what I refer to as image viewers and photo managers. Image viewers, in most cases, are kind of sort of like glorified file explorers, optimized for displaying photos, and not really a lot else. They may have a few of the features I'll mention, but they typically come up short. Tools like XNViewMP, FastStone Image Viewer, IrfanView, and others. I've been using XNViewMP of late, which is a free open source program. Photo managers are more powerful tools that not only allow you to walk your own folder structure, but include features such as collections, ratings, annotations, ideally stored in the image files, and advanced features that I'll discuss. Adobe Bridge might be the closest I've seen in this regard, although it still feels more like just an image viewing application. Adobe's Lightroom is another contender, except it fails our very first problem. Problem number one, no copying. That's a feature I don't want. Some tools want to make a complete copy of everything you give it. When you add or import photos, they're immediately copied into that tool's own database or folder structure. No. Did I mention I've got a terabyte of photos? I don't need or want the tool to suddenly turn that into 2 terabytes. Tools like Adobe Lightroom operate this way. Not only do they duplicate the amount of space required, but then the database is typically proprietary, locking you into using their program. What I want the tool to do is just operate on the folders on my PC that I already have, that I tell it to operate on. No copying, no uploading. Problem number 2, stick around. Years ago, I might have recommended Google's Picasa. It was a great photo management app with useful features and some integration with Google Photos online. But in almost traditional Google fashion, they discontinued it. So this makes me very, very gun-shy when I examine candidate applications. I now avoid anything from Google, but also anything from companies that I don't recognize or companies that have little to no track record. And yeah, that makes the selection pool much smaller. There are good tools that come and go all the time. The problem? The and go part of that statement. If I pick a tool for this, I want some confidence it'll still be around in a decade or two. I want this tool to run on my PC, working on the collection of photos on my PC. Many tools, many lucrative tools in fact, are cloud-based, meaning they either duplicate everything in the cloud or they operate solely in the cloud. Google Photos is a great example of a tool that has many of the features I'm very interested in, but I rule it out because everything is only in the cloud. Even what you see on a mobile app is cloud-based. There's simply no simple way to automatically synchronize photos from Google Photos to my PC. Naturally, I want the tool to have a powerful and easy-to-use search. It needs to search not just the file names, which is common and the quick default, but any and all metadata that's stored within the images themselves. That means not just the keywords that have been added to the images, which is really common in stock photos, but everything. The date, the camera, the location, the coordinates, any or all of the data that accompanies each photo. Image viewing tools often have search, but it's typically incomplete, obscure, or extremely difficult to use. Now, there are definitely advanced features that I want. For example, show me all the photos that include Leo, or Show me all the photos that are taken at the Space Needle. Facial recognition and now object recognition is one of the features of Google Photos that I desperately want to see in a desktop photo management app. Given modern PC's capabilities, there's really no reason this can't happen. Haven't seen it yet. And yes, this also begins to walk the borderline into AI. AI could absolutely be an approach to implementing that kind of content-aware search. AI is already present in many photo editing tools. Apparently, just stop the browsing in the management tools. I have to add that given that photos are the one truly irreplaceable thing we might have, make absolutely certain they're backed up. In addition, always back up the originals. You can recover your edits by redoing them on the original, but you can never recover the original from an edited version. And remember, items uploaded to social media are typically downsampled, which lowers quality in order to save space. Social media posts are not a backup. So, I don't really have the answer, I'm afraid. I haven't found what really meets my needs. It's your turn. I'm curious if you've got a suggestion for a photo management tool, something that goes beyond just the ability to browse photos in your folders. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what kind of recommendations you come up with. For updates, for comments, for links related to this topic, visit askleo.com/189407. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.